Okay, this is our, in 1 week we've made a whole ton of improvements. So the first one we made, this is the production manager's office. Previously this was a sit-down desk, and every time you'd come in you'd have to sit down or bend over to get into the computer and use it. And so we set that up to, Hugo came in, we raised this up about 9 inches, and now it's a stand-up desk. You can stand here, do your work. It gives us more room in this area, and it's just easier to get in and out. Next one, we walk out the door. So Kevin and I were doing some contour edge banding the other day, and our new contour edge bander comes in these really nice cabinets, cases from Festool. The problem is you have to break the machine down every time that you use it. Well, that's great for a portable machine that you can stack and put in your truck and all of that, but we need to use it, and need to spend 10 minutes getting ready. So we built this little cabinet right here that holds the cases underneath it, holds the edge bander in there, and it holds the contour trimmer that we use after it. Then we also had trouble clamping it, so the next thing we did is we had this metal table here, and what we did is we took a piece and that we normally edge band and made it a little bit smaller, and we bolted it to that table. We've got some clamps that are coming, so we'll be able to set the part on there, pull this out, edge band it, trim it, and put it all away, and do it in about 1/10 the time that it was before. Next improvement we made, this area here was all full of old cabinets and other stuff. We just 3S'd it. We went through it and got rid of the stuff. There was cabinets there, they were oddball sizes that we would never use. And so we went ahead and just put those out back and put a free sign on them and got rid of them. Next improvement that we did this week was on the swamp cooler here. The cord's always hung down over here on this side here. And when you put it away, the cords would always be down underneath the wheels and things like that. So all we did, we took a power strip, put it on the top, zip tied it down with a couple of screws, plugged everything in, and now we can unplug the water hose and swing it in, and the cord is never in the way. It's just nice and easy, saves us a bunch of time. Next improvement that we put in is back here in the chop saw area. This was, we pokey-okeyed this guy here, and we put in our digital saw gear, and it runs automatically. All you got to do is type in the number off of the cut list. This is an old one, but they come out in a decimal, and you can just type the decimal in now, so it matches, automatically goes back and forth. The guys built a new short bin for the shorts that come off of our closet rod to put it in. We cleaned up that area there. Over here we went ahead, this area just had a bunch of stuff in it and junk in it. We went ahead and cleaned that up. It took us 20 minutes this morning, got rid of all the junk that was in there, picked all that stuff up. Big improvement we did last week is in our material storage area. It just gotten out of hand. Nobody was sorting it. We were putting stuff in. There was a lot of stuff that was being hand carried. So Kevin and I went through it, put some of the stuff in there. This is what comes on our cover sheets at the bottom. We stack those up. I've got a guy that comes and buys those. That's about $200 worth of stuff. But when we got done, we ended up with several open bunks where before we were just stacking stuff on the floor when it came in. But almost all the bunks were just filled up with garbage that we weren't using. So that was that one there. This one's over here with Kevin. He did these ones. This is our edge bander glue storage. And so when we order a full bag of glue, it's about 7 gallons of glue. And so Kevin put a label on this one. We use that one till empty. And then over here, we put a label on it, order at this level. We're gonna put a mark on the inside so when it gets down in there that we'll go to that level. Another improvement that we did, we found that a lot of, we were buying these cheap air hose nozzles. They're $2 at Harbor Freight or other places. They all leak, and so we spent a little bit more money. We bought several of these. These are the nicer ones. These last forever and don't leak, and so there's no waste. The air's not leaking out. The compressor's not coming on all the time. Real simple thing. The hose gets all twisted up on them sometime, and so in those ones that we use a lot, we put a swivel on the end of it. Back in the production manager's office, we had these two cabinets. Being that we're a cabinet company, we say, oh, we'll build cabinets. The problem with cabinets is that you fill them up with stuff. So we actually 3S this and threw out a bunch of catalogs. So we got rid of a bunch of catalogs in there, cleaned up over here. This is spare parts. Labeled all the spare parts in there and move the catalogs here. And is what we're actually going to do the next week's improvement or this week's improvement. Hugo, when he gets a chance, he's going to remove this cabinet right here on the end and put an applied end on it.